Hello everyone. Hope you are doing well tonight. We are going to put together this month's, yes, it's still this month's, March's paper pumpkin kit. It is called Fluttering By, and it comes with 3 projects to make, so 3 cards of 3 designs. There they are. Pretty. This was a fun box to get, not only for the beautiful cards, but it came with a bonus stamp set. So I'll show you the artwork because clear photopolymer stamps don't really show up so well. So we have this one, some kind of nice detailed flowers, and we have this one. It has a few sentiments. I keep saying sentiments. That's not how you say it. Sentiments. And some hummingbirds, some little background splashes. I think that's really kind of fun. So, I was supposed to come up with many alternatives. Life happened, so that pretty much nixed it. But so we'll make some online. Let's see what we do. But first, I wanted to make one of each card. So for those of you not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it is an all-inclusive kit that comes with stamp sets. If it's cards, it'll come with envelopes. Aren't these cute? Little flowers on them. It comes with all the cutouts that you need. It comes with the card bases. If you're making cards or whatever products you need to make the projects. It also comes with a little ink spot. Now I had taken out the ink spot to start creating with this, and then I think I put it, I don't know where it is, but the color for this month is basic gray. You can always use whatever ink you have around, but they do give you the color that they recommend you use, with the instructions on the back as well. They will tell you some coordinating colors that you can use. So if you wanted to use any of the cutouts or whatever on different projects, you would know that, oh, I can use Balmy Blue as a card base, and that would work. They also give you a QR code for ordering the add-on. So if you're a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, each quarter they come out with a die set that you can use with all 3 of the Paper Pumpkin kits for that quarter. So it's really kind of cool. They also are coming out with I don't know why I keep saying so much. Coming out with more Paper Pumpkin kits that coordinate with products in the catalog or online exclusives, so you really get a lot out of it. And if you have any problems, although the instructions now are very clear, there's video help QR code that you can use to watch them craft along. So why don't you watch me craft? Let's see the first card we are going to make. It says I need the card base with the little circle on it. It's probably hard to see. And then I need the 2 hummingbirds and the circle that says grateful for you. Okay, let me just move some things out of the way and let's get stamping. So I have my card base. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm living on the edge today. I am sitting down while stamping. I don't know how many of you, by the way, if you're here, say hi so I know that you're here. How many of you sit down while stamping? I usually stand. I don't know why tonight's different, but it is. Okay, so I'm going to get this nice floral stamp. And it is a photopolymer, so what I'm going to do is rub my grimy paws on it. Then I'll get my chamois and I'll clean that off. What I did was, when these are created, sometimes there's a residue on that, and when you first stamp with it, if you don't do something, some people go over it with erasers, some people just clean it, you'll get like spots and splotches. I don't like that. Watch, I'll probably get splotches now. So it says to stamp around that circle. It's nice that they gave you guide. I did not ink that up very well. Oh, what am I doing here? Come on. Okay, And then to do one over here. It looks like I got some on my fingers, which got on the card, but we're covering that up. So, and if I didn't cover it up with an element, guess what? That's what embellishments are for. Okay, that's very pretty. Okay, the next thing it says is to get your 2 hummingbirds. So these cutouts. Do this guy. And this guy. And I'm going to have to clean my hands. Where is this ink that's coming from? And then this is something different that they usually don't do a lot of in paper pumpkins. They actually, all the sentiments we're using are already printed for us. So that's kind of nice. But usually you'd be printing, stamping your own. This is the one we're going to use for it. Okay. And just to go back to the instructions, for those of you that might not know, it'll tell you to put dimensionals on the back, and they'll kind of show you where to put it. But, you know, you can do whatever you want. I know a lot of people that never make these kits the way that they're designed. They just see what's in the box and they go for it. And that's kind of fun about these kits. They're kind of like a jumping off point, if you ask me. I signed up for Paper Pumpkin probably right after I became a demonstrator in 2016. And I punched out the wrong hummingbird. I would only do the instructions. I never strayed. And then probably about a year or two, well, probably 3 ago, I finally started doing my own thing because I finally felt okay to do it. It's weird, right? Because I make so many cards on my own, but I couldn't bring myself to stray from the instructions. Kind of weird, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to put our hummingbirds on and then finish the card off with some of these pretty sparkly gems. Okay, so put this guy here. And one of the things is it'll show you where to put the dimensionals and where to avoid. That's because, you know, if I put one on his head, it would kind of pop up and look like he had a neck ache. So we don't want to do that. Okay, we'll put this guy up top. I want to tuck him back there. I guess I could put him on top. Okay, and then it comes with these really pretty sparkly gems. We are going to put some on there. It even tells you how many gems to pick, but I say there's no such thing as instructions for embellishments. You do that with your heart. Just definitely not your hands, because apparently I'm having issues tonight. There. Put one up here. Do some little guys. Oops. Move this guy. This is like right up above each other. There we go. Okay, so look, we have one card done. Isn't it pretty? So simple. When I'm done with all 3 cards, I'll show you some ways you can jazz these up, and then we'll play and see what we can create. Okay. So the second card tells me I need a regular card base. I need that big guy, and then I need have a Mother's Day and Beautiful as a cutout with a banner. And we're going to stamp some more. We're using that same stamp, so lucky me, I don't have to take it off the block. Let's get going there. Okay, so it's telling me to stamp like up and down like this with that. And your first month subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, you get a block to use with the subsequent kits. But it is a size D block for those of you that already own some. Oh no. Did you see what happened? That makes me sad. I'm over it. Only because it's live. It's live Facebook. Okay. And then it says to do one like this. Okay, I'm going to clean this off. I have my little chamois. Look how dirty this guy is. But believe it or not, he's clean. I washed him. One of my friends, Carol, that I stamp with, says she used to throw hers in the wash with jeans. Why not, right? They're dark. Can't see anything. Perfect. Perfect crime. Okay, I'm going to take that off, and then I need other stamp of the flowers that are going to go here and here. I think I have to re-ink my block, my pad. Okay. Okay, so that's the stamping for that one. And it says, let's see, I think we're going to put our banner on first. So our banner, this, and then beautiful. So these are the elements that you need from your cutouts. If I can get this out. Jeepers. You need beautiful. That's going to go on there like that. Then your banner. Okay, it looks like the banner goes down first, so let's do that. Boop, boop. Okay. I see some people popping on. Why don't you say hi? Hey. Okay, so you have that down, and then we'll put our Mother's Day part on here. And our beautiful. Hey, if you're watching, do you like using full-size dimensionals or minis? This kit came with minis. I'm just curious if you guys have any preference. Okay. Where did my big hummingbird go? There he is. And also, when you use dimensionals, do you use a lot or are you very spare with them? I know some people that use a gazillion dimensionals. I do sometimes, don't tell anyone. Okay, and then we just have to finish it off with some of those dots. You can see, they say it's a very, it's a quick crafting experience. It really is. It's just a nice way to sit down and do something that's not staring at your phone. You have some cards at the end of the session. In my case, you'll also have some inky fingers because what's the point of crafting? So there's the second card. Cute, right? Let's check out the last one we are making. Okay, this one has us stamping floral images across the bottom, and then 3 wee hummingbirds with the thank you cut out. Get those little guys out. Okay. Let's get that card base. This one's going to be horizontal. Switch up. Okay. Clean my ink off of that. I'm going to mount that floral image, and it looks like there's 4 across the bottom. Why was I asking how many images there were? Because if it was an odd number, I'd probably want to start in the middle and then go like that. But if there's 4, I'm just going to give it a go and go across the bottom. Hopefully it won't be too crazy. Or crooked. Hey, if it's crooked, it's homemade, so there you go. Okay, so that is that. These are going together really fast. It's kind of scary. Anyway, I'm going to put the thank you on first. This is a big old, oops. Okay. I hope everyone had gorgeous weather like we did here today in New York. Ooh, it's beautiful. Even at night it got a little windy, but that's okay. As long as it's not raining and thundering and all that stuff, I'm sure it will soon. April showers, right? Oh, hey. I'm just going to put 12,000 right there. Okay. Boop. This guy over here. This guy is going to be taken off over here. He sees something better over there. And here we go. Okay. And, of course, some embellishments. That didn't work. So if this ever happens to you, you take the embellishment off, but the sticky, you probably can't see that, it's still there. What I usually do is I put it on, give it a good pinch, and then it comes off with it. So you don't have to sacrifice it to the garbage pail. And you definitely, using your take-a-pick tool would probably be better for this, but mine's all the way over there. You don't know where there is, but it's far away. Okay. So look at that. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so let's jazz some of these little birdies up. What I would automatically do is go for my Wink of Stella. So who has Wink of Stella? If you don't, you should. This adds just a little sparkle to whatever it is you're doing. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit, and then I'm going to make these wings. Probably can't see it from that distance, but I'll bring it up to the camera when I'm done. Let's see. Ah, focus. Oh, there you go. Oh, every time. Oh, there you go. See that sparkle? It's just very subtle, but it's very pretty. I love my Wink of Stella. And for those of you that haven't heard, the new in colors that are coming out, we have, let's see, Barely Blush. It's going to be a tongue twister. Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Peaceful Pine, and Hydrangea Hue. They're all going to have shimmer brushes similar to this, so they're already colored. But here's a trick. If you want to add color to this, you can just add a drop of re-inker or pick some color up. Let's see if I have. Oh, I don't. You know, I don't know if you've ever squeezed some ink into the top there. Let me get a piece of scrap paper. And with your Wink of Stella, you can pick that ink up and just use it like a watercolor. I have a few cards on my blog. I think one was around Christmas time, where I used the Wink of Stella like that to color in some holly berries. Very pretty. Let's see if I can see it. You probably can't see it, but it is sparkly. Of course, I used gray. Probably would look better with a nicer color, but you know. Okay, so that's one way you can jazz your cards up, Wink of Stella. Another one, Stamping Up has a new white gel pen. I got to see this in at the Onstage convention in Long Beach a few weeks ago. I am a demonstrator, so I got to pre-order Perk Alert, and it is really a wonderful little gel pen. It writes really nice. What am I going to do with this? Let me see my other card. How about this big guy? We can add some accents to him. Let's see. Let me take the top off. Okay. Just a little. Give him some interest there. It's a fun. You can add, let's add a dot to his eye. I like that idea. Because why have a plain eye when you could have a sparkly eye, right? Am I right? Okay, you know what? No, don't do that. He looks like a demon. Don't use the gems on the eye unless you want to send someone a demon hummingbird. I mean, that is completely up to you. I don't know what that symbolizes, but if it's something you want to go for, you just saw what it looked like here. In case you didn't see it up. I'm just going to lay it so it doesn't stick. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, so let's try and make some alternatives. So I didn't get to plan any of these out. Not something I'm happy with because I tend not to be, well, we'll see. How about that? So I always tell people that subscribe to Paper Pumpkin to get a pack of note cards from Stamping Up, because you can use the stamps that come with the Paper Pumpkin kit for about almost anything with the note card. You can stamp in color, you can put DSP you have laying around. Heck, you can even cut up some card fronts that come with the Paper Pumpkin and use that. So there's really a lot of options that you can do. So what does Jennifer want to do? Let's do one of the sentiments that comes with the extra stamp set. Let's do hello, because that's pretty generic. I like that. I'm going to stamp him right in the middle. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to do it right in the bottom corner. Hello, it's me. I always have to do that when I see the word hello. Sorry. I'll stop. And then how about one of our little hummingbirds? Hummingbird. Nice. Let's see what else we got here. Let's do maybe a little bit of the little splatter. Can you even see what I'm doing? I apologize. I thought I was on the camera. So now you can leave it like this, gray. That's fine. But I want to color him in, so I'm going to grab some of my colored pencils. And I have a bunch. I think I have like the original ones, and then currently Stamping Up has watercolor pack 1 and 2, and there's a lot of different colors. These are more than you would get buying those two, like I said, but I just keep them in some cups on my desk so I can reach over and grab them. What colors do I want? I think I want to do a purpley and a blue. Let's see, let's pick this. What's this one? Oh, this just simply says blue. That's probably from that kit. Let's do a Bonnie blue and a berry burst and maybe some Daffodil Delight for his beak with a touch of orange. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. I'll do his beak first because that's pretty generic. When I color in, These are watercolors, so they're activated with water. I usually use a blender pen to activate them. You can also use the water painters or that Wink of Stella. I'm just going to use a blender pen. If you don't have these, I would suggest you get them because they are really useful. You can also, you know, how I picked up paint here with the Wink of Stella, you can do the same thing. If you miss a spot in a stamp, like if this hello, I missed a spot in there, you can always pick a little ink up and then color in that missing spot on the stamp, which is really, that's awesome. I love that trick because sometimes it happens. But when I activate these with water, when I know I'm doing that, when I color, I kind of just do like little circles instead of I'm just going to put a little orange up there. I'm going to make those feetsies a little orange. I think I need a third color for our bird. Let's see. A little pretty peacock, maybe? Do I have a pretty peacock? I have a bunch of retired colors. Coastal Cabana, that should work. Okay. Okay. Gonna make his head purpley with the berry burst. And the bottom of his wings. Maybe his hiney, his tail feather. I'm gonna segue into this nice coastal color. And like right along here. And we'll come in and finish with the Bonnie Blue. This doesn't look Bonnie Blue. This looks like a afternoon. Let's see. I don't know. I always say, guys, it's just paper. So don't freak out if it doesn't come out the way you want. So this is how it looks just colored in. And I'm going to come in and use my blender pen to jazz that up a bit. So in between colors, though, when I'm not blending, I'll show you how to clean it. So okay, so it's done. Just kind of go like this till it runs clear. You're all set. I'm going to try and do purple by itself. Kind of just bleed it a little bit out into the next section of color, but I don't want to go too far into it. Okay. And for this blue up here, I'm going to blend that and pull it right down. I'm not even going to clean my pen off, just kind of doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'll come back up here, do the same thing. This is all the coastal, so I'll be nice to that. Okay. So that's one way you can color in. There you go. Hello. Not bad. I really kind of was digging those flowers, though, before across the bottom. I think I might duplicate that. What do you think? Check it out. Or maybe I'll just do a few in the corner. And I always suggest that if you do subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, do them. Don't make them pile up. Because let me tell you, they pile up fast. Like, you think you're good, you think you're ahead of the curve, and all of a sudden you have 17 boxes staring at you. So don't do that. Please. Craft, it's good for you. And if you really want to feel good, craft with other people, because that's just better than a glass of wine. You heard that here first? Do I want to do anything else? I kind of like just like the one there. So another alternative to watercolor pencils, you can lift ink out of here. The other coloring tool that I really like are the alcohol blends, the stamping blends. Those are really nice to color with. Those tend, you know, you buy those individual colors, those are a little bit more expensive. But if you're a crafter, they're really great alcohol markers. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this one. Oh, let's do some alcohol markers, shall we? I am going to pick a Mossy Meadow, a Petal Pink, Darling Duckling, a Fresh Freesia. What else? I have one more. And how about a Bubble Bath? Okay. I'm just going to use the bullet end to color in my flowers. And these come in a set of dark and light, so you can use them too, as their names suggest. Blend. I'm just starting to actually take that a little bit more serious. I'm not a great alcohol marker shader. I've seen some work online that just blows your mind, but I'm starting to try it a little bit more. But these are great coloring because they're smooth. They don't leave brush marks. You have to use a specific ink though, and this is working okay, but it might bleed a little bit. You really should use Memento. Stampin' Up! Also just came out with a hybrid ink, which is marvelous. Yes, yes. You know what? I didn't really need the Darling Duckling. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to color these leaves in. All right. Grass down here. Ooh, when I said grass, I thought of Easter grass. Isn't that stuff the bane of your existence? Find that forever afterwards, right? Do they even make it anymore? I know I don't buy it for my kids' baskets, so I don't even know. And I kind of recycle baskets, because why do they need a new Easter basket every year? It's kind of crazy. All right. Go. So, Jen, that's far away. Can we see it? Sure. So it's very pretty right there. You can just make a pack of note cards like this. And that's just nice. You can use it for whatever you want. All right. I would bust out all the tools and whatnot right now, but hey, it's getting late. It's a school night. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's take a peek at the cards again. Do a little recap. I'll throw this up on YouTube if you're desperate to watch it again. But here's our alternatives. Okay, just a little watercoloring, little alcohol blends, and then these are the 3 cards as designed. I did add some white gel pen to Mr. Hummingbird for some accents. This another card is designed, but I added some Winky Dinky Stella to their wings. I'm going to take pictures of these and post them. I hope you'll be able to see them that way. Come on, I'm like, there we go. Autofocus. And then here was the other card. Pretty, right? It's a really great way to dip your toe into paper crafting in case you stumble across this video and say, what is she doing? That's what I said, and look at me now. Anyhow, I put some links in the comments that I believe, yes, have links to my social media, my newsletter. Please follow me there. I'd love to have you along. Please comment if you're watching this on replay. I'd love to see that someone's watching. And there's also links to the paper pumpkin kit, so you can subscribe monthly or you can do prepaid. I do the prepaid, so it's out. I'm done for the year. I know I bought it and I'm done. If not, you get billed monthly. But it's a really nice way to get something delivered that makes you happy. And honestly, I feel so good right now. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment. Like I said, have good evening, sleep well, and I hope that you get to do something crafty.